now we here at question 1 tutorial sheet 3. Alright, so this tutorial sheet is on the theory of cost. The first question says, suppose that Acme Gumball Company has a fixed proportion production function that requires it to use 2 gumball presses and 1 worker to produce 1000 gumballs per hour. So part A says, explain why the cost per hour of producing 1000 gumballs is 2V plus W, where V is the hourly rent for gumball presses and W is the hourly wage. Well, the answer to that is because the manufacturer does not change its input mix in response to changing input prices. The cost of producing 1000 gumballs would always be just the cost of 1 worker and the cost to rent 2 presses. Right, so that will always be the cost to produce 1000 gumballs. It would always be the cost of hiring 1 worker for an hour and renting 2 gumball presses for that hour. Now part B says, assume Acme can produce any number of gumballs they want using this technology. Explain why the cost function in this case would be TC equal Q, so total cost equal quantity times 2V plus W, where Q is the output of gumballs per hour measured in thousands of gumballs. Right, so the answer to that question is that added units of 1000 gumballs can be produced by just replicating the underlying technology Q times. So therefore, if I want 500 gumballs, I would just set Q equal to 0.5. If I want 1000 gumballs, I'll set Q equal to 1. If I want 1500 gumballs, I would set Q equal to 1.5. If I want 10,000 gumballs, I can set Q equal to 10. And that answers part B. So part C says, what is the average and marginal cost of gumball production? Again, measure output in thousands of gumballs. Remember, our total cost function is equal to Q times 2V plus W, right? And the average cost function is equal to a total cost divided by Q. So this is equal to Q times 2V plus W divided by Q. So these two Q's will cancel out and you will end up with 2V plus W. This is the average cost, 2V plus W. Now your marginal cost, to get the marginal cost, you would differentiate your total cost function with respect to Q. So if you take the differential, the dq of your total cost function, you would get again 2V plus W. So therefore, your marginal cost is equal to your average cost, which is equal to 2V plus W. And that answers part C. Now part D says, graph the average and marginal cost curves for gumballs assuming V is equal to 3 and W is equal to 5. So remember, your average cost is equal to your marginal cost, which was equal to 2V plus W. Therefore, if V is equal to 3 and W is equal to 5, then your average cost, which equal to your marginal cost, would equal to 2 times 3 plus 5, which is equal to 11. Therefore, if you was to graph it, excuse my poor drawing, so that will be Q on the x-axis and the y-axis will be your average cost or your marginal cost. So this will be a straight line where this value here is 11, right? So this is your average cost, marginal cost graph. The last part says, now graph these curves for V is equal to 6 and W is equal to 5. Explain why these curves have shifted. Right, so I'll just take a small part here to calculate that one. So when V is equal to 6 and W is equal to 5, then 2V plus W would equal to 2 times 6 plus 5, which is equal to 17. Therefore, in the case of part E, this graph would shift higher. I'll just put like a 1 to differentiate it from the next one. So this value will be 17. So the graph would shift upwards. And the reason the graph would shift upwards, so our average cost and marginal cost would increase. The reason it would increase is because the rental amount for the capital, how much they were paying to rent the capital, increased from $3 to $6 every hour. So that would cause our average cost and our marginal cost curve to shift upwards. And that's it for this question. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.